Measuring progress in an AI-first support environment requires a different approach than in a traditional support model. Familiar metrics like average handling time, cases closed, or deflection rate were designed for teams where humans handled most of the work. But as AI takes on the vast majority of queries, they no longer paint an accurate picture. In this lesson, we'll look at why those old metrics no longer work and the new benchmarks that you should use instead. First, average handling time. In a traditional support model, the lower this is, the better. But in AI-powered support, human handling times go up, not because your team is less efficient, but because they're now focused on the most difficult or sensitive cases. And now they have the capacity to give them the time and attention they need. First response time, once a core productivity metric, now drops to 0 as your AI agent responds instantly to every inbound query. Similarly, the number of individual cases tackled by your team will drop, and that's a sign that AI is successfully handling the high-volume, repetitive work. Deflection rates can also be misleading, since a deflected query doesn't mean that the customer's problem was actually solved. In AI-first support, your AI agent or your team ensures each customer gets the help that they need. So let's look at the core metrics that matter when measuring AI agent performance at scale. You're familiar by now with these first two. Involvement rate measures how much of your total inbound volume your AI agent attempts to handle, regardless of whether it successfully resolves the query. In other words, it reflects how broadly you've deployed your AI agent across your customer base. At scale, you should aim for at least 80% involvement, progressing towards 100%. A 100% involvement rate will mean that your AI agent responds to every query across every channel. Resolution rate is how often your AI agent fully resolves a conversation without human intervention. This is a direct measure of the value AI is delivering across the conversations you've allowed it to handle. At scale, a strong target is around 75% resolution. Although reaching this level will require enabling Fin to access customer data and carry out tasks that address more complex queries. And automation rate is the product of these two, a single metric that distills your AI agent's overall impact across your support channels. It rises whenever either involvement or resolution rate improves, and tells you how much of your AI agent's full potential you're currently realizing. If you achieve a 100% involvement rate, your automation rate will be equal to your resolution rate. Quality matters too. Traditional CSAT only accounts for a small fraction of conversations, often less than 10%, and they mainly receive responses from either your happiest or your angriest customers. And they can often be biased against AI for reasons other than performance. Instead, the customer experience score automatically analyzes resolution status, customer sentiment, and service quality to assess whether the customer was satisfied. And from this input generates a score ranging from 1 to 5. This provides a truly objective account of customer satisfaction for individual conversations or your support as a whole, human or AI, that's much more reliable than a handful of survey responses. Traditional support metrics were built for a world where human effort was the bottleneck. Now, with AI handling the majority of interactions, the real indicators of progress are about reach, effectiveness, and the quality of the customer experience. Up next, how to show leadership the value of AI support by tying its performance to the outcomes they care about most.